Hi, and welcome to the Fierce Voice Podcast. I'm your host, Brigette Gildemaster. This is a podcast for those who are ready to leave behind survival mode after abuse, where we talk about what it looks like to embody who you are as an individual, learn to love yourself, and bring to light healing after surviving abuse from relationships and religion. Pop your earbuds in to hear heartfelt and powerful intensity from myself and guests. Be ready to put into place actual tools and gather insight for you to use on your healing journey. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Fierce Voice Podcast. Today I have a guest with me, and I'm so excited for her to introduce herself and share what she's up to and the work that she offers. I have actually coached with Ariane, so it is an amazing experience. I'm excited to dive into that juiciness and everything that I felt and grown through with her coaching. Looking forward to more in the future. We chatted about that before, so I'm excited. She is just this light and beam of sunshine when you meet her. We actually met at one of our advanced trainings in person. So I got to spend like a week with her. It was super amazing. We had some very deep experiences together when you first meet someone by the end of the week with energetics. So she's also just a wealth of knowledge in that area. So welcome.
Thank you. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you for having me. I just always love hanging out. Yeah.
I know. And we chat all the time. So it's just, this just feels like, oh, it's recording, but at the same time, just like, oh, hey.
Regular conversation.
I love it. So, yeah. And you have your own podcast too, which you just do it all. So yeah. So jump in and introduce yourself a little bit and all the things that you're up to and where you're at.
Yeah, thank you. I was so happy to have you on my podcast. So that was like a real honor. And you were my first guest too. So
that's right. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So thank you for this beautiful introduction. So I'm a somatic coach, and I work with women because that's what resonates most for me, and like the language and just, I don't know, the energy in general. That's what I feel called to put my energy in. And yeah, so like somatic work, I mean, it's basically just working with the body. So I help women get back into their body, connect back with their inner wisdom, and I just support and help or hold space, yeah, for them to do that on their own, because it's really so much more empowering for women and people in general, but to do things like not on your own, but yeah, by yourself. I don't know the words, but like doing it themselves, not like having a third party and having like, oh, could you do this for me, and blah blah blah. It's like you're doing it yourself, and then like it just, you take back your power with that sovereignty and just being like, oh yeah, I can connect on my own now. Like, yes, it's amazing to have that support. It's amazing to be seen and understood and feel held. And, like by doing this, you can also, like, you don't need a course to do that. You can also just use the techniques and the tools that we use in the sessions to do that on your own. Anyway, I'm just digressing. Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
beautiful. I love it.
And yeah, so I don't know, like I've started last year the course, somatic coaching certification and pause breath work. And I've just been loving it like so much, and like receiving that support from others while doing practicum hours. You've experienced that with your breathwork course that you took. And it's like similar and different at the same time. But I mean, like the community and like the support, I mean, that was just such a big um important piece in my life. And anyway, and so it really helped me, like all of the somatic tools, to gain back some of the confidence that I had lost along the way and just be like, oh, just like I mentioned earlier, just like I can do this on my own. And yes, like I said, it's beautiful to be held and, have support because sometimes that's what we need. And, we don't have to do it alone. We don't have to like go through life and just be like, a loner, or I don't know what's the word, the proper word for that, but
Yeah.
just yeah, we get to do things in community, and I think that's coming back. Like that's one of my favorite subjects, actually, community.
Mhm.
It's coming back because like we're realizing that it takes a village to raise kids, and like all of these like older sayings holds so much truth that it's not just for the kids, it's for like the adults, it's for everyone to have that sacred connection with others and not feel like you have to do everything on your own and to like have all of that weight on just on your own shoulders and not have somebody else to talk about it or to share it with, or I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going, so I'm sorry.
No, it's beautiful. You like just threw out so many golden nuggets all at once. So you just proved my point of how amazing you are. Like, see, she knows all these things. No, you're so right. And like, I loved how you used the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child, because like that was in my younger years so demeaned a little bit. Like, oh no, we're the parents, we know everything. And now that I'm a parent, I'm like, no, no, that's not how this is gonna go or can go. And it's so true. And like in that realm too of women need women, like
Yeah.
we have to have that support from each other. We have to have that connection and bonding, because only us, only understand what we're going through. Like, especially if you're in the workforce or anything where you're holding the duality of all these different roles, which every woman usually is. Even if you're in business or whatever on your own, there's a part you play in that corporate world and that energy, and so we have to have that relationship with each other. And like, I don't know, yeah. So you also run, this just remind me of like you run your sacred circles, and that's what it reminded me of, that of just like coming back to that and like embodying everything and feeling it with each other. I loved how you said, you, it's more than just being witnessed sometimes, which is great too. Like, I feel like for me that's been a huge part, because scheduling that time to do anything. Sometimes I'm like, I'm just happy I scheduled this because I haven't taken 5 minutes for myself. So you're here to make me take 5 minutes for myself. Literally happened to me last night, you know? But there is so much more in the work too, especially with what you do with somatics. Like, would you, so I've experienced it, and I want to share my experience. With some of the stuff we went through. But could you go into kind of like what that might possibly look like? So when you go in, like what that structure looks like when you say a somatic session, because I know before I was in this world, I would have been like, oh, cool. But I mean, I get this all the time with breath work too. Like, oh, cool. You're just gonna stare at me while I breathe. Like, what does it mean to get into your body and like the somatics of it? And you don't have to go, too terribly long or detailed, but just like a general,
Mhm.
hey, this is what it is.
Yeah, and I probably won't go like technical of like nervous
Right.
system and like all the science behind it because it's there. It
Yeah,
has been proven, but I'm not like that nerdy on like the scientific side. It doesn't compute in my brain. I don't know why, but it's
that's okay. Yeah.
not important for me, so I
Yeah,
can
exactly.
share that.
Yep.
But I mean, it works. That's good for me. That's good enough, right? But yeah, so like a somatic session, it's like we had that beautiful session map that we can follow, and it always like flows and depends. So like we go with an idea of like where we think this can go as a coach. as a somatic coach, but we're never going with an agenda. So it's never we're going to bring you somewhere. It's like we're going to follow what your body needs. We're going to like you're going to listen to your body and you're going to tell me if you feel like it because we're also like trauma informed. So I feel like that's huge and like so important because like that titration and not like even like for you in breath work, it's not like, okay, breathe, breathe, breathe.
Yeah.
It's just like being like so freaking intense and being like, yeah, you're gonna get an experience, but was it really like you could have gone through something much milder and still have that healing or maybe more because you were more attentive to like your nervous system or anyway. And
Right.
so yeah, and so that's like the basic foundation of like a somatic session is really going what's coming up in the client's body. And so like we're starting with a little chat. If we don't know each other, then it's just like a little icebreaker and then just going in, would you have like do you have an intention for the session? Like what do you wish as an outcome? Like asking the client, and if they don't like really know, then we can just start with the drop in. And so it's just going grounding. I love, visualization. So like for me, it's so easy to be like, picture some roots down your your feet and
Mm.
just going to the middle of the earth. And so I just love that visual because it really I feel like it really anchors me into that grounded and nurturing and loving energy from Mama Art, I don't know. And anyway, and so and then after like I like to propose because like I said, like trauma informed and it's always invitational language. So I like to propose things. So like if people don't resonate with that, they don't have to do it, you can just ground whatever you like feel your chair beneath your or you're sitting. I was like, am I gonna say the word? But
You can. We say everything on this podcast. It's
all right.
all things go here. So
It's
whatever.
good to know. Thank you. But yeah, sometimes my brain just goes into places and I'm like, like anyway.
Mm.
And yeah, so we'll just like as I'll suggest a little body scan just with curiosity, like open mind, open heart to just start to really get into the body and feel if there's anything that is a little like a little tension here, or maybe just, oh, an emotion that's, like feeling more present or any sensation anyway. And I really like that because it's really helping the client get in touch with their body and just be like, oh, so right now I'm safe. Like I don't like there's no threat around me. I'm safe. Like I'm sitting at my computer. So we're good. So if I feel this pain or this emotion, I'm not gonna go like into somewhere else or in that spiral or because someone else is there. And so yeah, so the contact and just having a presence also is really helpful if to help with gauging and like I'm looking at the person, and so if always communicating and keeping that link anyway. I'm like going all sorts of
Yeah.
places again. I feel like my head is like a tree with all of these like branches, and I go there and oh no, I'm gonna go there and oh maybe. Oh my God.
Mm.
Anyway. And after that, yeah, we just look more into like a little deeper into that sensation, for example. And then most of the time, I'll say I've worked with people that had already started to do some type of work on themselves, like um either breath work or even like some somatic sessions. And
Mhm.
So they already have like some sort of awareness of, what's connecting them to their body. And so just getting into that aligned or centered groundedness in their own body just really helps to connect. And then you can call it messages or whatever from your body or from like inner child. Yeah, we I haven't talked about that. I love that so much. Parts work. So like inner child work. So like a little part of you that, got traumatized or hurt in her younger years, and that'll be like behind a sensation sometimes or behind an emotion, and like there's like protectors involved that were created by our mind to protect that little that little you inside that was suffering, that didn't want to suffer anymore. And so obviously now that we're adults, we're like, well, it doesn't really help me anymore or like at all because I keep reliving this because it's stuck there. And so that's why we're like working with that and with these parts. And like I really love that because most of the time, like when we get information from our bodies or from those parts which lives in our bodies, but it's so profound, like what they say and like what we're like, oh, okay. And so like you just needed to be seen by me, and that's it. We can like move on from this now. What? Ah, I'm like, and I'm not saying that we heal people. Like I'm not like a medical professional or whatever. Like I'm not a psychologist or anything or a therapist. I'm just a somatic coach working with you working with your body, and just like, with all of these techniques and tools
Mhm.
that are really transformational. I'll say that for sure. And like the things that we get, like the information that we get from our bodies and from our younger parts are just mind-blowing sometimes. And sometimes they're just like, oh yeah, I know. Like reminders of, yeah, I haven't been really good with that, right? I know. Okay, yeah, I'll get better. Right. Anyway, I'm sorry. Oh.
Oh, I think that was a beautiful, beautiful way you just wrapped it all up and like walked through that and through in all the different experiences and outcomes. Because every session is so different. Like you can't really say what's gonna happen. Like, and yet you're there and facilitating and have had enough experience to
Yeah.
know like all the different things in a general view. So no, it's absolutely amazing. I loved how you went to the inner child. I've had experiences where I'm like, I don't know, there's this part like right here. Let's go over here. And we go in, and yeah, sure enough, it's my inner child in a scenario talking to me. And she just needs witnessed or heard or seen, or I took her out of a situation once, or whatever it is. And it happens so quickly. Like I think that's the other thing. So we actually like got on the call for a feeler. I don't even remember why now. We were talking and you're like, well, do you want to just jump on and have a feeler? I'm like, okay, yeah. And you guided me and dropped me in and walked me through a very empowering scenario of what I was struggling to like get on top of. And by the end of it, I felt like a whole new person. And I think we probably only did that for 15 minutes, 30 minutes. It was very short. I don't
Maybe
remember.
less than that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not long. And it was just, and it was life changing. Absolutely life changing. Like my awareness, my perspective, my feeling about myself, the direction I'm going, headed, like all these things. And what I think is really cool about it too is like sometimes when we feel like, oh, we have this block, like I can't do these things, and it's really just that inner work. Like, oh, I just don't want to do that. Well, yeah, that's because there's a block. There's something stopping you, and and even sometimes maybe we feel like, we have to push ourselves to do something, and like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and then we face it, and we're like, oh, I don't have to do that at all. Like that people pleasing, like, oh, I don't actually have to follow through with it that way. I can go over here and do it this way and get what I need, you know? But he had this idea from whatever happened back there that was stuck. So,
Yeah.
so then after that, I was like, oh my God, I want to dive into this more because clearly there was more to be released. And I had an actual session with you, and it was so empowering. And yes, your gift for visualizations is mind blowing. Like, it's nothing like I've ever experienced. You got so detailed with something that's never happened and walked me through it. And so it was just, it's amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. I love that. And yeah, thank you for sharing that because I
Mhm.
forgot about that. But
You
uh
did not.
yeah, no, no, but I mean, and like my brain is like focused, and then the other things,
Yeah,
they're not like all floating on, like when I'm really present and focused, I don't know,
yeah.
maybe, but um anyway, I wanted to say that the mind is so malleable, like you can think whatever you want and it'll believe that it's true.
Mhm.
So that's what I like about visualization and really getting like detailed, oriented with it, because you really feel like you're in that scenario. It's like watching a movie. You can really believe that, the guy's going to come out of your TV and is going to, So
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like you're feeling all of the sensation as if you were in the movie. That's what I meant. But anyway, and
Mhm.
like with
Great
the
analogy.
visualization, it's the same thing. You're taking your mind and putting it in a situation that you're wanting to accomplish or that you're wanting to get over or whatever, and you're just feeling how that moment feel, and then you're really like feeling it in your body, and you're just like bringing that awareness, that visualized, it's not even like materialized, but it's like that visualized energy into your present awareness. And so it's as if you had lived it, because
Mhm.
it's in the present,
Yeah.
oddly. But I don't know, like time doesn't exist, so like you know.
Ah, yes. And then we could rabbit trail all
Yeah.
day. Yeah. No, it's so powerful. It sounds so simple and, I mean, places I run in, woo woo. But, it's not like it is. Like you said, there's so much science like behind it and all the things, and there's so much going on that, and you feel it. You feel the impact. I think that's the biggest thing. I think that total side thing, but like, like the placebo effect or whatever people put on so many things, I think is like, it doesn't matter because it's changing me like in the way I want to be changed, you know?
Well, because
So
they believe it so much.
yeah,
Like they believe it like in their body, in their core, that it's
yeah.
true, that it's
Mhm.
there, that they're so it happens
It
because
has, yeah.
freaking like manifestors and
Mhm. Yes, exactly. Like
we're
that's how
creators, whatever.
powerful we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
That's
like it's the most simple things in life, but like our brain doesn't comprehend that. Like our mind is always trying to like figure out like the most complex things. And I don't know, that looks too simple. That must not be that, right? So like that's not going to be helpful. We're going to go like the harder route because looks safer.
Mhm.
But it's like no, it's that even though like you don't understand, it's working.
It's working. Yeah. Well, and I love, okay, so, and I love you brought up the safety aspect too. We want to keep, it's also what we've known. So, like, of course, we're just going to keep trying because, well, we've always kept trying. So, our nervous systems and our bodies know the outcome because we keep trying the stupid thing over and over again and get the same outcome. And so, of course, we're just, well, let's do it again and get the same outcome that feels safe, that
Mhm.
feels right, that feels good, it feels familiar, it feels all the things. So, of course, it's also scary to be like, okay, I'm going to bring in a different view, a different awareness where I don't 100% know what the outcome is going to be on the other side, whether, it's, yeah, trying to call in a different action, trying to feel a different way about a past experience, whatever it is. And that's freaking scary, especially if you're not used to doing that. If you've lived in these cycles of chaos and confusion and anxiety for however long, or had something very traumatic happen to you at a young age, and your brain is your body's just latched onto that. So I love that you brought that safety word in too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and like obviously like I've mentioned before, like I'm not a therapist or a psychologist, so like I'm not gonna help heal people or like help them like go through some like major traumas and things like that. I mean, maybe, but it's not like the point. The point is to like help you alleviate and, like release some things that are, like you said, blocking you. And if there's something bigger, well, it's always like better to consult and to go see like, people
Yeah.
can probably help you, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because,
Yeah.
like I don't want to put myself into a place where like I would never say to someone like I can help you, I can heal you,
Yeah.
like that's not,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to be in that situation because it's not legal and all of the
Yeah.
other
All
things
the other
too,
beautiful things.
like it's a big responsibility as well. And I don't want to put this onto myself. I can hold space,
Mhm.
I can look out for you while you're in that space and help you navigate. But apart from that, I'm not going to be doing anything, like I'm not doing the work, you're doing the work. And so
Yeah.
like if you can't handle the work, then you must see someone else, someone that's going to help you with that, right? So, and
Right.
that's not me. I'm just here for like, I don't know,
Yeah.
things
To
that are,
bring out your own wisdom. Yeah, like it's your body's wisdom. It does. It feels like, I love how you say that, because it does feel like you're getting this advice and this guidance like therapy, but it's not. It's You're just going in your body and listening to yourself.
yeah,
And there's such a huge differentiating, I don't know if that's the right word, between the two practices, but and so I can see that confusion where
yeah,
so
yeah.
that line would feel crossed, but it's not. Yeah.
Exactly. And like I can pick up on your energy on something that's coming up, and like I'll be able to talk on this, but it's not like and it's only suggestion. So like I would never say to you like go do this and go take this. It'll help you or blah blah blah. I'm just
Exactly.
gonna, well, I felt this and would you mind me sharing? Or, like I saw this and like how does it feel for you? And it's always like bringing like going back to the person and her inner knowing really of just like, yeah, that doesn't feel right. And it, like what I'm picking up might not be real in like for the person like at this exact moment. Maybe it can be real like in 3 weeks, or maybe it's not even like I picked up something else, like it's energy, so it's not always 100% accurate, and sometimes it is. So it's never taking things like that like at, because I feel like with the gurus and all of these things, like nowadays, it's so easy to get caught up in something like that and be like, oh, you were like amazing. It's like, oh, I need, like I need more. I need. And then it's just like, no, you need you.
Yeah.
You just need to go back into you and you already have all of your own knowledge and wisdom inside of you. Like you don't need someone else telling you, but sometimes
Yeah.
it feels good to not feel alone and to feel seen and understood and supported, because all of the beautiful things that we've said earlier, right? And so it's not one or the other, it's like both, right?
Yes.
They both have a place and time, And yeah, I personally feel it's so much easier having someone holding space for me because,
Mhm.
like you said, I booked the time, right? And like for myself to do it, then it's I can swipe, boop, like I'll do it later. I'll do it later, right? And so, but yeah, it's different for everyone.
Yeah. Well, and having that different perspective of asking those questions, like you can ask yourself these generic questions, all the things. It's just like breath work, right? You can go into a session and you can breathe, but you don't have someone facilitating and being tapped into that energy from a different perspective to be like, what about? And you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but what about? Let's bring this in. And it's just so beautiful to have that witnessing
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I love that.
Ah, it's so good. So I do want to talk about a little bit about, so this is being recorded in July, but it won't air till August, what did we say, 14th. Um, but you do these, like your sacred rage circles and stuff like that. There's another one, I can't think of the name, I'm so sorry. Tell us about those coming up and the dates for the ones in August that somebody could attend in the future, and like
Yeah.
what you do and like what your intention is with them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm doing them with my beautiful friend Dawn. And yeah, we were talking on like a FaceTime, I think that was this time. Normally it's on Zoom, but and she was just like, "Oh my God, like I'm feeling like so much rage this week." And I'm like, "What?" Like I was feeling rage this week too. I'm like, and it's not like a word that I was using like I'm like throwing it out there easily. I'm like, oh, I'm angry, sorry, or not like, oh shit, I feel like rage right now, right? And so I was like, oh, that's interesting that we were feeling that in the same week, and we're talking about it. And so I was just like suggesting to her, like, do you have, because I have heard of these sacred rage ceremonies. So I was like, do you have something similar in your area or maybe online? She was like, no, like, I don't know. She's like, oh my God, we should create one, like our own. I'm like, oh, brilliant. But then I was like, ooh, that's like, edgy of like, ooh, I need to put myself out there now, right? But so like we've been co-creating these ceremonies for a few months now, and we've done, was it like two sacred rage, and we're now adding on sacred forgiveness. And so like we're super excited about that because we feel, yeah, so passionate about it because we were talking, I think, like prior to recording, but like sacred rage and like they're like the ceremonies, they're in groups, like women. So it really does have that aspect of the community, like having this energy held within with all of these beautiful women. And the energy is also like amplified. So like what you release and what you bring in instead of, let's say, like the rage, it just gets amplified with all of these beautiful women holding that vision with you. And so I don't know, I just feel it's so powerful. And all of the women just sharing openly, like some more than others, but it just gives the permission to maybe someone that's more reserved or shy to put their voice out there because it's like, yeah, you matter and what you feel is important. And if you share, like you don't have to, obviously, like we're not forcing people to do things they don't want to, but it's part of the magic. I feel like when you share, you're what's the word? It's like you're co-creating, but it's like helping someone else. Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's helping someone else feel seen and like not alone and be like, oh, someone else is feeling like that. Okay, like I thought I was feeling that and I was like being, weird or whatever, but no, 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 it's normal and you're not alone. And yeah, so I don't know. I just feel it's so potent and so powerful. And we move through like a similar outlet. No, what's the outline?
Oh,
Like of the flow as like a somatic session where we'll have like like different tools or like exercises that they can go through with music and feel like it's really like we've you know chosen like each song for each part. And yeah, I mean, it's really, really good. And I'm just so happy that we decided to do this because just feeling the energy of everyone in the Zoom and just being like, oh, okay, like what we're doing really matters and it's really important and it's really helping people. And so, yeah, we're so excited to have our a sacred forgiveness ceremony on August 24th. And so, if you're interested, just let me know and I'll send you the link.
perfect. Yeah. I think it's so powerful to use the word rage, like you were saying. Like we be like, oh, I'm angry, frustrated has become more
Yeah.
common with emotional awareness, but rage, like that's
Yeah.
it. Like I can't make your one this July, but I'll have to do the next one. But it's just a word where it's like it's and it's sacred. I just love that concept because of just life situations with my own story and what I've been through. Like it's like, yeah, that's what it is. To be able to like feel through that and move through that and be seen and witnessed and like heard.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I can feel it how like powerful that is and just
Yeah.
right, like I'm tingling. So
Yeah.
it's just really powerful just the verbiage alone that you like the title and verbiage alone is like oh, that's it. That's the one, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah, that's really cool. I love it. So yeah, I have yet to experience that one, but I'm excited to do hopefully your one in August. So that should actually work out. So
Yeah.
yeah, beautiful.
So cool.
Oh, well, thank you for being here today. Like, this is so good. It's always so great. We chat a lot, but we don't jump on Zoom and have a chat. So we need to do that more. But
Yeah.
um, why don't you tell everyone like where they can find you? I know like you're really big on Instagram. That's where you do your podcast. You go live on Instagram. Anywhere else? If someone would want to coach with you, what's the best way to reach out to you? Because they need to. They will be forever changed for sure. All the juicy stuff like that. How can we find you?
Yeah. So yeah, the main one is Instagram. So like I am Ariane Mayer and we can probably share the name.
Yep, and everything will be in the show notes. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Because I was gonna spell it and I'm like, that's really long.
Right. It's like Gildemaster, 11 letters. Yeah.
I was like, it was really nice, like choosing that name, but now like I have to say it. So
Yeah. No, you're good. So,
anyway, and yeah, so if you want to connect for a session with me, just please DM me. I would be honored to chat with you if it's something that is a right fit for you. Yeah, that would definitely be my honor to hold space for you. And yeah, I mean, I have a YouTube, I have like Facebook, TikTok, and all of these things where I just like repost what I post on Instagram. So I'm mostly on Instagram. So it's easier.
yeah. Yeah. I think most people are these days. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Perfect. Awesome. So super easy. Instagram.
Yeah.
I love it. That's what it
Thank
should be.
you.
We should just have one.
That would
We're
be
all on
so
it.
more simple, right?
I'm all about it. I'm a minimalist, so I'm all about it. I love it. And then that's yeah, because you also post on there. That's where I saw your sacred rage thing was in your story. So everything should be on there. And yeah, Ariana's great. Like I message you all the time. So
Oh, and I just thought about one little thing
Yeah, go for it.
that I'm not used to talk about because
Mhm.
it's into work, but I have a 4-week container that I'm working on self-doubt, like a journey from self-doubt to self-worth that is going to be live in September. It's going to be like live calls each week for 4 weeks. And so like I'm really excited about. And that's what I really love to do right now. It's like experiential calls, like with the sacred ceremonies. It's really like you get to experience the tools, not just like learning about them, but really like getting into it. I don't know. And so yeah, so I'm really excited for that. It's my first one, so kind of nervous, but yeah, excited.
I think I remember you mentioning you were working on something, but the title didn't, if you had said it, it didn't land with me. I didn't remember it. That is so good. Like you are going to like you are a master at that, like just with the sessions that we've had. And
Mhm.
then in yourself, like in the short amount of time I've known you, you're always overcoming like that fear.
Yeah.
You've done all the things. Your podcast, I know going live, like you just do the damn thing. And so you like between your personal experience and like what I've experienced with you, you're gonna kick ass at that. That's gonna be so cool. That's a container to
Yeah.
be in. Like, yeah,
Thank you.
shit's gonna
Yeah.
happen in that one. So that's so
Yeah.
cool.
Thank you. And it's called Real and Messy. So yeah.
Yeah. And as that develops, because I know you said September, I can add that to the show notes too. So if
Oh,
anyone just wants to
cool. Thank
directly
you.
go to that, let me know. Since it's so close, it'll be less
Yeah.
than a month. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's put that
Thank
in
you.
there. That's beautiful. Oh, well, thank you. So we will chat again as time progresses, and with anything, I would love to have you back. So all the things. But yeah, thank you for being here today and sharing your time and just all your energy and wisdom. It's been beautiful.
Thank you so much for having me. Yay, that was so fun. I just love connecting with you. It's just so fun and breezy and easy and just so full of love all the time. I'm like, "Ooh, yay."
Oh, thank
So
you.
thank you.
Love it. Changed it. There it is. Thank you for joining us today on the Fierce Voice podcast. I truly hope you found healing insight, tools, and a space held for you in this journey. We are all in this together, and you are not alone. You can find me, your host, Brigette Gildemaster, on all social media platforms, and check out my website at www.brigittegildemaster.com, where you can listen to past Fierce Voice episodes, check out my media features, find my books, and inquire about booking me for your next virtual or in-person event. My keynotes are impactful with real-life stories, actionable tools, and inspiration for healing after a life-altering experience. Or check out my workshop event to learn more about how you can prevent abuse in your area. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you next time on the Fierce Voice Podcast.